We suffered from burnout and overwhelmness because I was not nice to myself as I am nice to others. And I'm talking to you in the year 2026. And when I went to my closet and I opened up my closet and I found multiple checklists of things that I wanted to get done. And these checklists has the date of 2009 and 2012 and 2013. And looking back at it, I didn't complete most of them. And I used to be so hard on myself. I used to be so harsh. And I used to be so judgmental. And I gave myself a lot of grief. Looking back at that moment, I wish that I now wish that I have a time machine, just to say to my younger self just one single thing. The happiness that you're going to get, and the peace, and the joy, and the calmness that you're going to get, was never ever going to be about completing that checklist or about proving your efficiency. Your destiny is going to have multiple things that proves to you that you were looking at your life horizontally when it's going to progress vertically or vice versa. So you were looking at the wrong dimension all along, meaning that you measured yourself in terms of efficiency, not in terms of the purity of your heart. When I look, and I am proud to say that when I look back at all of that spent time, giving myself a lot of anxiety and a lot of grief because I was so harsh on myself, I was the nicest guy around. And there have been multiple guys and gals who were way more efficient than me. And now, when we are older, everybody just remembers how we made ourselves feel. So, the number one measurement of what success is in life is that your life story has the actualization that you are the good guy or good girl in that story. And when you read whatever story, it's never about who won. It's about who is the most nice, kind, and good, and just absolutely the guy who or gal, if you're listening to me and you're female, who deserves the happy ending most. And how you deserve that happy ending most is that you make others happy. That's it. And making people happy in the most efficient way possible is that you give them the type of happiness that won't ever hurt anybody else. Then everything on its own would align and would be harmonious. And the more harmonious your life is going to be, the more blissful you're going to feel. The more bliss that you're going to feel because you actualize that harmony. So my life story is just about actualizing, making it actual, this whole beauty. So that's our life story. It's never have been what's your degree, what's your job, job title, who you married, what did you do, this and that. It wasn't just a single goal. It wasn't goals all along. All of that were notes, not goals, but notes. And that's so beautiful and so powerful and so heavy that we forget it. Because we really just can't grasp that. You just feel its wave. It just, and the best and worst thing about it is that you only get it when you experience it. You can never logically just grab it because you're going to forget it. So, generate harmony and never be judgmental on yourself, because when I looked at all of these goals that I didn't achieve, I looked back at them as just pleasant memories of a good guy who intended to do good things. And I really never cared whether I did them or not, in terms of judging myself, looking at myself, at my past self, like a coach, you know. No, I looked back at myself as someone who realizes that guy was nice and he just deserved happiness, but that silly goose thought that it was an efficiency contest, sorry, got tongue tied, contest, pardon me. Yeah, it wasn't an efficiency contest whatsoever. It was a piety contest. It is exactly what it is. And it's our God given right to be as kind to ourselves as we are kind to others. And have a nice day. Thank you for listening. And by the way, I speak 3 languages and I still get tongue tied. Uh, thank you.